They pull up outside a selected house with a workman's tent nearby. It's the perfect cover for their story. Ian's had a nerve-wracking 20-minute journey to try and think of how to keep the mark busy. He's got the hardest job, as he must do all the talking, and as he's no past experience of plumbing, he's going to have to improvise. But first, he has to get them into the house. It's showtime.
Hello, sorry to bother you. We're from the water board. We're testing the flow of the water out there. We've just dropped some purple dye into the pipe, so we need to check whether it's coming into this house or next door. Could we just pop in and have a quick look? Is that all right? Thank you very, very much.
They're in.
This is the kitchen through here, is it? Yeah. If we can just have a quick look.
Check upstairs?
Oh. Sorry, my love, what was your name? It's very nice to meet you, Amin. Is it all right if I leave you down here?
Just let me check this, yeah?
Can you show me where your bathroom is upstairs?
Paul stays downstairs, pretending to watch out for the purple dye. So far, everything's going to plan.
You're not working today? Oh, OK.
As soon as the mark is out of sight, Alex and Paul get the swag bags ready and get to work. It's now all on Ian to keep the mark occupied. If she leaves the bathroom, it's all over.
This is the only upstairs water facilities you've got, is it, Amin? Now, what it is, I'll explain. We've got a purple dye that we have to do to check for any leaks and any bacteria that may be coming through the water. Can we just run this for a couple of minutes?
Alex and Paul's bags are filling quickly with laptops and mobile phones as Ian keeps the mark occupied.
Now, it's either in this house or number 8. We'll find out where it's coming through. If we just turn the shower off, we can get the bath going. I think the bath is going to be more important. Let's see.
The hustlers are cleaning the place out, and Ian seems to be holding his own.
You've got very low water pressure, which is a shame. Do you suffer with low water pressure?
Spotting an Xbox, Paul makes one final steal. It's nearly time for them to make their escape. Running out of things to say, Ian resorts to small talk.
You're not studying today, then? You're not got any...
I've got revision.
Oh, revision? What are you revising for?
Yeah, exams and exams.
Revising for exams, yes, you'd need to, I suppose.
The hustlers have taken all they can, so the three of them need to get out without the mark suspecting anything.
You want to check this down here, boss? There's nothing, but a bit of grit.
That's Ian's cue to leave.
OK.
Now he needs to come up with an exit plan.
We might be able to do something with that today, actually, because it could be something. There's a connector dangle out there that could be.
Have you given him the cue to get out? I did. I said, come down.
But Ian seems to have missed the cue, and the guys are getting concerned. With the van full of valuables, they need to get away fast. Paul goes in to try again.
Can I just get you to come down and look at this for a second, Jeff?
Sorry? OK, listen, can you just keep an eye on this? If you see any purple dye, could you just shout nice and loud? Just keep looking. If you see the dye, just shout.
Stop the van.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, so naughty. Go, please, go away. Oh, God. Oh, I'm shaking like a leaf.
Jess has been out, looking for a specific type of house. It needs to have an alarm system, and the owner must be at home. Having found one that fits the bill, she's noted down the company name on the external alarm box and has looked up the property's phone number using an online directory service. She puts in a call.
Well, hi there. I'm calling from security. Are you aware that your silent alarm has been set off? If it's been set off within the last 15 minutes, have you been at home? Or whenever a silent alarm goes off, it's our policy to send out a couple of technicians straight away, because obviously we need to make sure that everything's okay.
So Jess has found a security-conscious Mark who's bought her story and is now expecting some technicians to take a look at his alarm.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, bye.
He won't be disappointed.
Oh, hi there. We're from the security company. They giving you a call? Yes. Your alarm seems to be going off. Are you monitored?
Apparently we are.
Okay.
I just really want to check the sensors that you've got. Have you got one up here?
Yeah.
That's registering clean.
One in the van.
Do you have one down here, sir?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
It's the one on the front door that's the one giving us the problem.
There's one in the kitchen.
Do you have your front door keys? Because sometimes when you lock the door, if the temperature changes, sometimes these are misaligned.
Alex is using technical talk to make the Mac think they need to carry out a standard engineer's test.
Yeah, there's a set on there.
Can I try locking your door, sir?
Yeah.
Sometimes the deadlocks just shift with wooden frames. So if you don't mind, I'll lock the door, and if you just set it and see
Well,
what
we do both locks actually when we go out.
Can I ask you just to put your code in there? Just your code. I'll look away, obviously. I don't want to. Great, and just switch it off.
That seems to be fine. Are you going to be
It
setting
might be
it
the
at all
local
later
exchange.
today?
We might be, we're going out, yeah.
Okay. Well,
Right.
if it goes off again,
Yep.
we'll let you know.
The test has shown that everything is in order.
Sorry to bother you, and
The Mac now thinks his alarm system is fully functional again. Of course, there was nothing wrong with it in the first place. The Mac's house is now empty, just as the hustlers knew it would be. The Mac told them himself,
We might be, we're going out, yeah.
Okay.
but they're still faced with a locked and alarmed property. How can they possibly gain entry? Easy. When Alex and Paul visited the house earlier, they were after two things. First, the alarm code.
can I ask you just to put your code in there?
Paul may have been looking away, but the hidden camera on his clipboard wasn't. And whilst Paul was keeping the Mac busy, Alex was outside making a plasticine imprint of the front door key, giving them everything they needed to burgle the Mac's house. Paul punches in the code to deactivate the alarm. They don't want any real technicians turning up. Alex heads straight for a set of car keys that he spotted on his first visit. It's payday. This burglary has just stepped up a notch. Alex and Jess install hidden cameras in the sitting room to capture the robbery on film.
We're set?
Yep.
3. Oh, she's heavy.
Jess keeps an eye out for neighbours as Alex and Paul walk off with a 32-inch plasma TV.
Why am I the one walking backwards?
Why is that?
With the unexpected bonus of the car, they're getting out as quickly as they can. Alex checks out his new set of wheels, a £17,000 convertible. And they're gone. The whole burglary took a matter of minutes. Less than an hour later, the Macs return home, not noticing that there's a lot more parking space than usual. As they get out of their car, they see that all the lights are on in the house. The Mac naturally thinks back to the unexpected visitors he had earlier in the day.
Well, I had a phone call earlier to say our control had gone off. And they said they were sending some people around, but two guys turned up, which we presume was from the company. Yeah, I think that was them.
Always check ID before you let anybody in your house. If you're unsure about their credentials, call the company they claim to work for and check again. Once they're inside your house, never leave them unattended. Now, if you're unsure about your house alarm, if you think that your code has been compromised, then change it. In fact, the more often you change it, the more secure you'll be.
Let's take another look at the hustlers arriving at the hotel. Jess and Paul headed for the lobby, leaving Alex to carry out the first part of the scam, with a little help from a sharp suit and a hotel manager badge. He waited near the front exit for some guests to leave the hotel.
Oh, hi there. Excuse me, are you hotel guests?
Yes.
Has anyone informed you about the security reset we're doing today? Basically, we are resetting all the keys on all the floors. So we just need to reprogram. Are you a hotel guest as well?
This particular hotel guest is actually Jess.
If you hand me your key, I'll make sure that it gets reset, because otherwise we're going to do a security reset in about half an hour.
Then do we get them back again?
Yeah, of course, you can get them back from reception. Your room number is? 206. And your
Jess played a crucial role, handing over an old key from another hotel as a convincer. This left the Marks with no reason to question Alex's authority. So they gave him their key card and room number 2.
502, I'll just hand that back. And your keys will be ready in about half an hour.
Half an hour, that's
Okay?
fine.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
It was as simple as that. In less than a minute, Alex had the Marks' room number and, crucially, their key. And having just left, they'd be gone long enough for Paul to empty the room.
502, 20 minutes.
Take me 5.
And what about the pricey champagne that Alex left the hotel with? That was also courtesy of the Marks.
Well, can we have the Peugeot, the 99? I'll take it unopened and I'll sign it to my room if I can. Thank you very much.
Alex just picked the most expensive vintage on the wine list
Yeah, it's 502. 502? Yes.
and charged it to the Marks' room bill. The hotel guests return and head to the front desk to pick up their reprogrammed key. The receptionist is a little confused, but issues a new one. After all, they're genuine hotel guests. They're about to discover a nasty surprise waiting behind the locked door.
At least the key works. Oh, look, the lights on now. Oh, it works. Now it works. Let's see if you're like... Have they tidied up the room already? Don't mess about. Don't mess about.
Oh, damn. Oh, for God's sake.
Don't. Oh, Benita! Where is my laptop? And where is my phone?
Oh, God. Can you put it there to charge?
Where is my laptop? And my phone? Call the manager. How do you call the manager?
I don't know. We've been done. Come on, we're going down to reception.
But the hotel manager won't be able to bring back their valuables. They're in the hustler's possession, who by now are long gone.